Hello and welcome to Learn How to Use Face Paint Split Cake with Face Paint Sponges and Brushes tutorial. In this video, I will talk about the product Tag Body Art, Neon Rainbow Split Cake Face and Body Paint, and the product by Ruby Red Face and Body Paint, which are the White Petal Face Painting and Craft Sponges. And I will demonstrate how to use the Face Paint Split Cake with the sponges and the brushes to make a very simple and easy butterfly for beginners. First, I want to give a shout out to Larry Reed, a wonderful friend and a fan of my face painting tutorials, who purchased and sent me this split cake face paint and these face painting sponges for this tutorial. Thank you very much, Larry Reed. The Tag Body Art Neon Rainbow Split Cake combines 6 neon colors: neon orange, neon yellow, neon green, neon blue, neon violet purple, and neon magenta pink to create this exciting combination of rainbow colors. Tag Split Cake is water activated. You just spritzer the cake lightly and get it wet. Make sure it's not too runny with the water in there. If you see a lot of water, you just want to blot that off a little bit so it's not running on the split cake. Then you want to wet your brush. You can spritzer it or just dip your brush in some water. Also, you want to just lightly spritzer the sponge to make sure that it's wet and make sure it's not dripping. Just make sure it's completely wet. Or you can dip your sponge in water, but you're going to make sure that you kind of rinse it out so it's not too much water on the sponge. Tag Split Cake is very easy to blend on the skin. It's soft on the skin and it does not crack or peel. Under black light, the neon is very vibrant, and it's vibrant under normal light as well. Tag Body Art is great for drawing lines on the skin. See how nice and vibrant the colors are under normal light? Tag Body Art is great for using it as a base coat where you can cover large areas of the skin. You just want to take your brush, sweep back and forth on the split cake to load the brush. You can cover large areas on the skin or just use it for fine lines. You can remove Tag Split Cake very easily with just a little bit of water. Or some soap and water to get all the colors off. Let's wipe that off there. And see how easy it removes from the skin with just soap and water. The rainbow split cake is great for painting a rainbow butterfly on a child or an adult face. It's a perfect product for a beginner face painter and for professional painters. There are many combination colors of split cake. This is just the neon rainbow. Now, tag body art face paint is paraffin wax base. This means it is solid at room temperature. It's not wet, but it will start to melt at 37 degrees Celsius or 98 degrees Fahrenheit. So, this is not the best for face painting outdoors when it's very, very hot, but it is great for painting butterflies or combination of colors when you are indoors. This size is 50 grams of split cake. It is 2 inches wide by 2.5 inches in length. This size split cake would cover around 150 adult faces to 250 child faces. The cost for this split cake runs around $18. Now, the white petal adult size face painting and craft sponges are by Ruby Red Face and Body Paint. There are 12 face painting sponges. You have 8 petal sponges, which come out. Here you can see 8 petal sponges. There are 2 round shapes and 2 squares. The face painting sponges are FDA compliant and tested. They're cosmetic grade and they are made of polyethylene foam. They are great for face painting and crafts. Once you've used the sponge for face painting, in order to clean the sponge and reuse it, you're just going to use soap and water. You're just going to put the soap on the sponge, and then you're going to rinse it into the water and let it soak, and then you're going to rinse it out and let it dry. The cost for these run $6. These are adult petal size shapes. If you wanted them to be smaller for a child's face, you can easily just cut the sponge to be a little smaller for a child. You just want to trim that down at that point to where the sponge is just a little bit smaller to fit a child's face. It's now time to demonstrate with the tag split cake using the petal shaped sponges and the brushes how to make a very simple and easy butterfly on my face. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, I want to draw a 45-degree line down my forehead to the corner of each eyebrow. This is going to be the guideline for the butterfly wing, and then the lower butterfly wing is going to be smaller, and it's not going to come to the corner of the eye. So I'm going to come over here to where the pupil stops, and I'm going to draw a 45-degree angle from here. So I am new at this, and I'm going to see how well I can pull this off. Take my petal sponge and I'm going to spritzer it and get it wet. Just load it by going up and down. You can see that the petal sponge is now loaded with the rainbow split cake. This point of the petal sponge to the inner corner of both eyes, the upper eye. So I'm going to take my sponge, my petal sponge, and I'm going to reload the split cake again, but I'm not going to spritzer it again because it's already pretty wet. Don't want it dripping and running down my face. Okay, I'm going to press down, get all that on there. I'm going to take the orange, the yellow, and the green. I'm going to reload that so I can do the inner eyelid. Just kind of press this into the eyelid where it's covered. There. For the lower butterfly wing, I want a smaller sponge. I don't want to use the whole sponge because this is too big. So what I did, I took a petal sponge and I just trimmed it down with some scissors so I could have a smaller, lower butterfly wing. It's going to go this way. So here we have the pink on this side. I want the pink on the inside. Just load the sponge up by going back and forth. I want to take the pink and I want it to be on the inside of the eye, starting right under the pupil. And you want to make sure you have a gap between the top butterfly wing and the lower right there. You don't want them to touch. The next step, I want to allow this to dry for about 3 minutes before I start adding the lines on the butterflies. So I have me a handy dandy little fan, but this is not an ordinary fan. When you turn the fan on, there's a clock on the fan. So I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm going to turn off the light and show you this nice little fan. This was a gift by Larry Reed, another one of my friends, and a fan of my face painting tutorials. So let me demonstrate this cool fan. Now you can take the fan and turn it on to just a fan to where you have no LED clock. Then you turn it back on. Well, I can turn it off. Now I'm going to turn it back on. And it will tell time. Looks like it tells the temperature too, 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, anyways, I'm going to dry my face for about 3 minutes. Okay, the next step, I want to add all the lines coming down the upper and lower butterfly wings. There's going to be 3 segments for each one. Next, I'm going to take some white and I'm going to add some dots to the butterfly wings and a little bit of highlight. Now let's compare my butterfly to my drawing. I do hope you enjoyed this video of making a very simple and easy, quick and beginner's butterfly using neon split cake, a sponge, and a brush. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up so YouTube will share the video with more people. And check out all my other makeup tutorials on this channel. You can see all these makeup tutorials on this channel, Hans Moore. And again, click that bell icon to receive a notification of my next makeup tutorials. And subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching.